And we're back at Skiatook High School from Skiatook, Oklahoma on this Friday night. Well, one of the last nights, I guess, in January. And we have an exciting battle. Again, we mentioned the Battle of 75 or the Battle of Highway 20. What do they normally refer to? The Battle of 75?
The Highway 20 Bowl.
Highway 20 Bowl, Highway 20 Rivalry, whatever you want to call it. Either way, it's Skiatook Bulldogs and the Collinsville Cardinals. The name of the game, if you don't know from home or wherever you're watching from, computer or TV screen or whatever it happens to be, the name of the game is it's a rivalry. It doesn't matter what two teams are playing, how they're playing. What the records of the two teams are and how they've been playing so far this season. It's going to be a battle for both teams. And tonight we have what we expect to be a barn burner between the Skiatook Bulldogs and the Collinsville Cardinals, as the Cardinals coming off a tough loss last night to the Pryor Tigers. What happened last night that kind of made it a little bit too much for the Collinsville Cardinals to overcome versus Pryor?
Well, the Pryor Tigers were able to go on a 17-4 run in the mid-third quarter, and that just really killed the momentum.
So we're hoping to avoid that tonight, as we got, again, it's homecoming tonight for the Skiatook Bulldogs. We had some razzle-dazzle there before the girls' game. They dropped the lie out and made everything pretty exciting. What do you see as some of the key players of the game tonight?
For the Collinsville Cardinals, we're going to have the defensive players, Riley Wilt and Sean Kacheski. Both Sean Kacheski usually guarding best player for the team. Last night you saw him guard Ross. Tonight you're going to see him guard Jake Surratt, as he did in the last time Collinsville played Skiatook, and did a really good job on him. And then Riley Wilt will be guarding Dontre Wilkerson. You did not see him last time the Collinsville played them. He was ineligible, so he's available tonight.
All right, tonight again we have the starting lineup for the Collinsville Cardinals. Sean Kacheski, number 11, number 12, Riley Wilt, number 14, Austin Archer, number 21, Seth Boomer, and number 30, Kagan Hodges. Kagan Hodges, again, didn't start last night. Tell us a little bit about Kagan Hodges' situation and update us as to how that's going.
Last night he didn't get as many minutes as he would have liked. He's still sick, not feeling too well, but he's going to try and play through it.
All right, the starting lineup. Again, we see some razzle-dazzle. They dropped the lights a little bit, trying to do the starting lineup here for the Skiatook Bulldogs. We're here at homecoming. They're starting to pack this house here on the home side, as the visitor side's been here for the girls' game. We'll watch them annihilate the Skiatook Bulldogs tonight. We have the starting lineup. Dontre Wilkerson, number 4 for the Bulldogs there. Jake Surratt, number 30. Number 10, Hunter Sumner. Number 23, Garrett Massey. And number 30 is going to round that out. And that is,
31 is Jesse Haynes.
Jesse Haynes there, number 31, excuse me, for the Bulldogs tonight.
30 is Jake Surratt. He's the key player. Key players for the Skiatook Bulldogs are going to be Jake Surratt and Dontre Wilkerson. Both players have really played well lately. They're the key offensive players for them. They really just everything runs through them. So tonight, if Cardinals are able to shut them down, then they should have a W. And Kagan Hodges, who was not in the start, I believe he didn't start last night. He is starting tonight.
All right, so starting tonight we have, again, Wilkerson, number 4, starting for the Bulldogs. He didn't play in the last game for the Bulldogs. What's his impact going to be as we move forward tonight?
Well, the offense is going to run through him. He's a great shooter. He can beat a lot of players off the dribble. They're going to have to make sure they stay in front of him. And you see Surratt with the drive there.
Surratt's going to start off, and he's going to try and bring a little bit of the early fire here for the Bulldogs as they get 2 points, and he's going to try and add to it as
a foul on Kacheski.
Foul number 11, Kacheski.
That's the last thing they need.
And he makes it 3 points the old-fashioned way there, and the Collinsville Cardinals look to answer as Boomer takes the ball down midcourt.
And you see Skiatook running a 2-1-2 defense.
Haynes out there in the middle of that 2-1-2. He got the tip-off tonight. He's looking to kind of wield a little bit of his height and help out the Bulldogs there in the middle. Boomer with a nifty spin, a nifty take. That's just off the mark. Rebound, Hodges. Out to Kacheski. Kacheski looks to attack here. Gets it out to Archer. Archer swings back to Kacheski, and they look to move in as Archer goes and finds a wide open Boomer there for a three-point shot. He's off the mark, and it's going to go back to the Bulldogs.
Good shot there. Boomer usually knocks that down. Look for him to try and get in his offensive flow tonight. He had 21 last night.
Wilkerson takes the ball down for the Bulldogs, and he finds himself in a double team, but gets out of it, swings it out wide. That's number 31, Jesse Haynes, with a tough rebound, and he puts it up and in and good. So Surratt with an open shot, he misses it, but Haynes is down low, and the Bulldogs are going to have to figure out how to deal with that outside-inside the Cardinals are going to have to figure out how to deal with that outside-inside presence there of the Bulldogs.
And you see the Bulldogs switching to a 1-2-2 defense. They're going to try and switch things up and make the Cardinals think.
Back to Boomer. Boomer finds Hodgins inside, gets it out to Wilt. Wilt catches and releases. That's just off the mark. Rebound out to Wilt. Wilt's going to take another shot, and that's in and good. So Wilt attacking tonight. As you mentioned, he's one of the defensive players of the game. He's got some offensive pressure here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, we saw him go off against Grove. As you see, those are the shots that Collinsville wants Dontre Wilkerson and Jake Surratt to take, is dribble up, just pull up way behind the three-point line. Those are shots that you really don't see many high school players hit.
And we've seen Surratt and Wilkerson miss one each so far tonight. Hodgins takes the ball on the court. Hodgins takes the ball across midcourt here for the Cardinals, and deflected there by Haynes. And Haynes is running down the court as Wilkerson looks to get it to him. Wilkerson drives, pulls it out. That's Massey. Massey spins and puts it off the back of Kacheski. So off the back of Kacheski and gets it out. Surratt has it, and Wilkerson back with the ball. Massey in the corner. He takes a dribble. He's going to shoot a three. That's way off the mark. Long rebound out to Kacheski, and the Cardinals are running. Wilt in the corner, slows it down. Kacheski's looking to drive. He pulls up with a shot. That's affected by Wilt, but it gets out to Hodges. Hodges with the putback, so a good rebound and putback. Finds it a one-point game. It's 5-4 with 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Wilkerson out to number 10, Hunter Sumner. Out to Haynes. Haynes looks to dribble on Hodgins. He drives the lane, switches hands. So a tough shot there by Haynes as he has to switch hands in mid-shot, and he's able to put it up and good. Boomer takes the ball on the court for the Cardinals. Again, the Cardinals going to be in the black tonight with the red numbers. They're going from right to left, attacking that basket on the left side as you watch on your screen. And the Bulldogs tonight white with the red numbers, and they're going to be attacking from the left to right here in this first quarter.
And so already Collinsville going to the bench, bringing in Colton Vickers and Bailey Stamper. Austin Archer and Kagan Hodges will go to the bench.
Coach Anderson there trying to protect Kagan Hodges, you think, giving him some time off as he's coming off a little bit of sickness?
Yeah, they're going to try, and they don't want to limit his minutes, but they're going to be a little more smart with him.
A quick little alley-oop thing there for Wilkerson. I thought it was a shot there by Massey, but I think it was an alley-oop instead. And Wilkerson got a little bit too excited. He missed the shot. Boomer on the other end, off the front of the rim. But we do have a foul off the ball, and that's going to go against Collinsville, and that's going to be the first one there on Wilt. So Wilt picks up a foul as everybody's trying for every loose ball tonight.
Coach Anderson just looking for a reasoning. I didn't really see what happened. I just saw Surratt fly in there and get the rebound.
Massey with the ball, tries to feed it down low. And that's number 10, Hunter Sumner with the good post move, and he makes it a 5-point game again, 9-4 in favor of the Skiatook Bulldogs with 3.5 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Kacheski swings it to Wilt, gets it back to Kacheski, out to Boomer. Boomer takes a second, slows the game down. It looks like a 2-3 zone now here from the Bulldogs. Finds Kacheski at the post. Wilt with a three-point shot. He's off the mark. And the long rebound's going to be out of bounds. Goes back to the Skiatook Bulldogs. Timeout here by Anderson. Coach Anderson wants a timeout try to settle his guys down again and just give them a little bit of conversation, just a 30-second timeout. And we're going to take that 30 seconds to read some of the people who allow us to broadcast this to you. That's Rogers State University, Body Coach, All Red Hardware, Big Footprints, RCB Bank, That's My Bank, and jteamdesign.com. Again, there's some of the people who allow us to bring this Cardinals TV to you so you can enjoy the Cardinals from wherever you happen to be. What's Coach Anderson telling them right now, Logan?
Well, he's trying to get some fire lit because really not much intensity, and you really shouldn't have to get enough energy for a rivalry game. It should just be there, and so he's trying to get something going, some defensive mistakes, and he's not happy with that.
So Coach Anderson calls a quick timeout, tried to slow his guys down as it's a 5-point game and the Bulldogs have the ball. Good passing there, finds Massey in the corner. Wilkerson swings it up to Surratt. Surratt takes a dribble with Boomer on him, passes it to no one, but Wilkerson's able to run it down.
You see the Cardinals switch to a 2-3 zone.
Down low into Sumner. Sumner defended hard by Vickers, still able to spin around. Haynes somehow finds the ball, and he gets it back up. So Haynes battles to get that tough shot, and now he's got 6 points tonight. And if you're the Cardinals moving forward, how do you stop Haynes from the putback shots as he's made 6 points off of putback shots?
You've got to make sure you get a body on him early and try to drive him out.
Wilt out to Boomer. Down into Kacheski. Kacheski takes the dribble, gets it out to Stamper. They're going to say Stamper traveled as he was trying to get it back to Boomer. So another turnover here from the Cardinals has Archer and Hodges checking back into the game for the Cardinals, and Vickers going to take a seat, and Stamper's going to sit back down. Just like that, Jaron Knight checks in the game for the Cardinals, and number 10, Hunter Sumner, checks out for the Bulldogs. So a little bit of height differential here. As the Cardinals a little bit smaller of a team, do you expect them to use a little bit of that speed for transition points, or what do you expect from Coach Anderson's squad moving forward?
Hopefully they can force Sky to take a shot and get a long rebound and start getting some transition. That's where a lot of the energy comes from. And you're going to see a foul there, but that's where a lot of their points come from is transition buckets.
And attempting to get something started there was Boomer, and all he got started was his first foul of the night, as he just tried to deflect that ball, and it looked like Jaron Knight had good position on him, so the officials said he ran right through it. Swing out to Surratt. Surratt's going to shoot an open three. That's in and good. So far, the Bulldogs with a really hot night, and they've come out and expanded it to a 10-point lead here with 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. Cardinals swings it to Archer. Archer back to Boomer. Boomer down to Wilt. Back to Boomer. Boomer out to Wilt. Wilt looking for anything inside. Swings it all the way across to Archer. Archer back across to Wilt. Wilt back up to Boomer, and they're going to slow it down, set up the offense again. Kacheski to Wilt in the corner. Out to Kacheski. Back to Boomer. Out to Archer. Archer's going to try a long three shot. That's well off the mark. And a rebound, Surratt. Wilkerson takes the ball down for the Bulldogs. Good defense there by Wilt. And Surratt swings out, gets it out to Massey. Massey swings it to Surratt. Surratt now with a long three, and that's in and good. So Surratt from 10 feet behind the three-point arc drains another three-pointer. That makes it a 13-point game right now. We have a full timeout by Coach Anderson as he's going to sit down his starters and try and figure out what happens. What's Coach Anderson telling them? How do they get back in this game?
Well, he's not very happy. 17 points in a quarter is a lot of points to allow when you're only scoring 4. Offensively, they're not attacking any gaps. They're just falling in love with the three-pointer, just kind of floating around. No one really attacking the rim, trying to draw fouls on Haynes. That's why you see Sky took yet to pick up a team foul.
So we have no fouls to 3 fouls. We have Haynes really dominating down low for the Bulldogs, and Surratt shooting lights out for the Bulldogs here early in this game. He's got 9 points in the first quarter. And how do you stop that 1-2 punch that the Bulldogs are working on right now?
Well, you saw his deep three. That's a tough shot. If he hits those, it's going to be tough to guard him if he keeps hitting those. Hopefully, he'll cool off, and Collinsville is just going to have to really dig deep on defense and get some stops.
And the Cardinals come out, and they're going to be on offense. Kacheski to inbound, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to sub in Stephen Upton back into the game for them. and Appleby down low. So that sits, Haynes is going to take a quick seat as Hodgins drives in. He tries to go up for it, and Appleby got way too much hands there. And it's going to go out for Hodgins to shoot 2. Hodgins finds himself driving with a wide open lay-in there.
And good job by Kagan Hodges to give a pump fake and get Appleberg up in the air.
Shots off the front of the rim, and that's no good. And Ethan Davis comes in for Wilt as he tries to bring a little bit of that energy that he normally brings to the game. Hodgins missing both, and that's a tough foul there by Knight. Not calling it. Archer went up to try and get the ball. He barely touches it. Knight throws him down, and the officials just saying let boys be boys, I guess, at this point. As number 3, Stephen Upton, takes the ball on the court for the Bulldogs. Surratt looking for Wilkerson. Wilkerson with Davis defending. Gets it out to Surratt. Surratt out to Upton. Upton swings it out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson with a 3-point shot. That's in and good. So far, perfect on 3 of 4 from 3-point shooting, and you're looking for them to slow down at some point, and it doesn't look like it's happening here in this first quarter. What do you think, Logan?
Yeah, so they're yet to, like you said, slow down, and it's going to be a tough game if Skytook's hitting shots.
Well, they've hit just about every shot but one so far in this first quarter as we come into the last few seconds, and the Cardinals with Boomer puts his shot up. The Cardinals not making anything. Davis with the rebound, but that's off the mark. So a tough first quarter here for the squad from Collinsville. As we go to commercial break, it's 20 to 4, in favor of the Bulldogs. We'll be back after this commercial.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
And we're back. It's a tough quarter there for the Cardinals to start off. 20 to 4, they find themselves in a hole, down 16. What's Coach Anderson's squad going to do here in this second quarter to bring themselves to within striking distance?
Well, they're going to have to make shots. If they don't start making shots, it's going to be a long game. We saw in the Coweta game they couldn't hit anything, and if it's a game like that, then it's going to be a rough one.
Find Archer in the corner. Archer shoots a 3. That's no good. So it looks like the Bulldogs they're 4 for 5 shooting threes tonight, and so far the Cardinals 0 for behind the arch. So most of their points so far tonight coming from a good shot there by Wilt, and a good shot, another good shot by Surratt as he's fouled and makes a 3-point shot. The official's going to give him a chance to make a 4-point play. Surratt just can't seem to miss tonight, as he's already got 12 points for the Bulldogs and looks to make it 13.
Wow, I don't know what you say to that. I mean, he can't miss, but he misses his free throw.
So he misses his free throw, but he gets 3 points there, and it makes it 23 to 4 as we're in the first minute of the second quarter. Down into Boomer. Boomer spins, finds a wide open Hodges. Hodges up, and he gets his fourth point tonight. Upton to drive, kicks out to Knight. Gets it to Surratt. If you're Surratt, do you just throw it up from anywhere at this point?
That's when you have to start to get discipline. You have to make sure you're taking good shots.
Wilkerson with the fadeaway shot, and good defense there by the Cardinals as the Bulldogs actually missed one. Kacheski into Boomer. Boomer swings it out to Archer. Archer's going to try a 3. That's off the mark, but a rebound, Wilt. Wilt spins. He puts up a floater. No good, but he's fouled. And he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. That's going to be on Appleby, his first of the night. So is this the formula for getting back into the game, is playing good defense and trying to get to the foul line and getting points where you can?
Yeah, 23-6 is a big hole, but there's plenty of time to climb out of that. And yeah, it starts on the defensive end. You have to get stops.
We saw 23-6 was actually the halftime score of the girls' game, and before we knew it, it was just in a 10-point game for the girls. So it's an easy thing to come back from. They just got to hope to start hitting. Do the Cardinals. Wilt does his part, giving him his 4th point of the night. So far the only offense coming through Wilt and Hodges, which is not normal, as you're not used to seeing Archer and Boomer both scoreless there in the first quarter, and as we go into 2 minutes into this second quarter. 23-8 as the Cardinals try and battle their way back into this game in the first half. Another long kind of alley-oop type pass for Wilkerson. A lot of contact there in the post, and it finds a wide open Hunter Sumner as the 3 players were on the ground. I don't know, I didn't see exactly what happened, but Sumner finds himself wide open under the basket for another 2 points. Boomer kicks out to Wilt. Wilt drives, swings out to Boomer. Boomer's going to try a 3. That's off the mark, and he's had a rough shooting night tonight, as he's 0 for so far for the night, 0 for 4, I believe, from behind the arc. Surratt into Massey. Massey out to Wilkerson. Wilkerson, good pass into Surratt, and he's off the mark, but he's fouled. And depending on who that's on, what do you say, 11 there?
Yeah.
That's on Kacheski, so that's Kacheski's second. So he's going to have to watch himself moving forward in this game. Somehow Surratt gets that one to fall, so he's just having a good night because he hit the front of the rim and it looked like it died, and then he blew, somehow magnetically it fell in.
Yeah.
Surratt makes both his free throws. So Surratt now with 14 points as the Cardinals look to shut them down and move forward, set up some offense. Boomer swings it to Archer. Archer tries to drive on the zone, pulls it back out, gets it to Boomer, swings it into Kacheski at the post. Wilt's going to try a 3. That's off the mark. Rebound by Vickers. Boomer tries to drive, pulls it back. He's going to go into the lane, tries to shoot, and he's going to be fouled hard, but they're going to say he wasn't in the shooting motion, so he's on the ground. And that's a foul on number 10, Hunter Sumner. Sumner picks up his first. Kacheski to inbound. Gets it out to Archer. Swings it to Wilt. Wilt drives, puts up a floating shot. That's off the rim, but a good rebound there by Boomer. And it's last touch by the Bulldogs and out of bounds to the Cardinals. Kacheski to inbound. Swings it out to Wilt. Wilt's going to try another 3. That's off the mark again. So the Collinsville Cardinals having just a tough shooting night to the Bulldogs' exciting shooting night, and that's found us in a 27-9. Good defense there by Kacheski. He's able to strip that ball, and it goes to Boomer. Boomer drives, and he's blocked, but Kacheski puts it back up and in and good. So I don't know what the official's calling right there.
They're going to call goaltending.
So excuse me. So
it wouldn't have mattered, I believe. Sean got the rebound and put it back up. So still a 17-point lead, though. But last night, the Cardinals were down by 18 at one point, and they battled back to an 8-point game.
That was within 8 points.
And that was in 8 minutes.
Ethan Davis playing back in again. Haynes back in the game. Vickers tries to defend him well. Ends up with the ball, but they're saying he fouled him before Vickers had the ball. So Vickers trying to play physical down low on Haynes, and he's able to get the ball, and the official said he just gave him a little bit too much of the old elbow rub. But he wasn't in a shooting motion, so we're going to be back to the Bulldogs, having the inbound under their own basket. Haynes looks to drive, loses the ball, is able to pick it back up, and he's in and good.
That's just too easy.
So 29-10, the Cardinals looking to try and cut into this 19-point lead. Boomer gets it into Archer at the candy stripe, into Wilt, swings it out to Davis. Back into Archer. Archer out to Davis. Davis swings it to Boomer. Boomer's going to take his dribble and see if he can't figure out this 2-1-2 zone it looks like Skiatook's trying to run. Wilt's going to shoot from outside, and he's got 2 more points. So Wilt with 6 points tonight has half the Cardinals' points, and he's trying to bring them back into this game. Wilt defending tough here on Wilkerson. As he swings it out to Massey, kicks it back up to Wilkerson. As Davis is all over Surratt, just trying to keep him from getting anything right now.
Playing no-catch defense.
And you've seen a lot of players defending Surratt so far tonight, whether it be Davis, whether it be Kacheski, and really trying just to keep him from touching the ball. As he's had a hot hand, and he's got 14 points tonight, and it seems like he can't miss. Wilkerson dribbles on Wilt, drives, puts a shot up, a no-look shot as he had his back to the basket, and that sends Boomer down the court. He makes a nifty move, but that's off the mark. And a tough rebound, and it looks like it's last off Vickers. So Vickers just trying to battle down low with Haynes, and he's ended up getting unlucky there as his physical battle there was made him hit the ball last as he's going out. Surratt's going to take a seat, and Upton's going to come back in the game.
It's when the Cardinals need to kind of go on a run with Surratt on the bench.
So 29-12, the Bulldogs right now all over the Cardinals as they're able to just make anything. Wilkerson takes another shot. He's off the mark. So Wilkerson about the only guy who's missed so far for the Bulldogs tonight. And 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this first half. Finds the Cardinals with the ball, down 17, trying to chip into this lead as they go into halftime. Out to Archer. Down back to Boomer. Bounce passes to Wilt. Wilt, who's been the offense of this game, finds Hodges. Hodges back out to Boomer. Boomer drives, spins, puts a shot up. He's fouled by, I believe, that's number 4. Is that what he said there? That's Wilkerson. So Wilkerson picks up his first foul of the night, and that's going to send Boomer to the line to shoot 2. Boomer's first shot is in and good, and he cuts this to a 16-point game.
So free throws are going to come in huge for Cardinals. They're going to have to they have to capitalize on every opportunity.
And he capitalizes there to make it as close as it's been in a little while, as it's a 15-point game now, 29-14 with 2:15 left to go in this first half. Wilkerson driving on Davis. Pulls it back, gets it into Upton. You see a little bit of hesitation here on the Bulldogs offensively without Surratt in the game, as Haynes is able to spin on Hodges, and he gets an easy layup, and that extends it to 31-14. So with Surratt out of the game and looking to check back in, it looks like they're just going to send everything they can through Haynes, try to get those 2 points as he plays physical down low. Archer drives down the baseline, and that's off the mark, but he's got blocked by Haynes, and Haynes is going to pick up his first foul of the night. So if you remember back to when Collinsville played Skiatook in Collinsville, they had Haynes in foul trouble early, and Surratt was not shooting as well, and that seemed to be kind of the telling story so far tonight as to how the Bulldogs have made this into such a lead.
Yeah, it's been kind of like the total opposite for Skiatook with the way they've been playing. Last game, or the first game they played, really weren't hitting their shots, and Haynes was in foul trouble. This game, you see no one really in foul trouble for the Bulldogs, and they are hitting everything.
Archer makes both of his to bring it to 31-16 as Surratt checks back in the game for the Bulldogs, as well as Kacheski for the Cardinals. Down into Haynes. Good defense there by Vickers, but the loose ball goes back to the Bulldogs. They find Sumner, gets it into Haynes. Vickers trying to defend, and it looks like they're going to call Haynes. Vickers with some good defense and draws the charge. So Haynes now picks up 2 quick fouls, and now his coach has something to watch from the big man on the inside. Just like that, Knight's going to come in, and Haynes going to go down and take a seat. Boomer takes the ball across midcourt. Finds Archer. Archer's going to shoot a 3. He's off the mark, but he's fouled. So Upton, and if you're Coach Coach Rundell, excuse me.
No,
I'm sorry, Coach Rundell.
Coach Branscombe.
Coach Branscombe. I'm sorry, I had the wrong name there. I had the assistant. You got to be upset with Upton there, as it's now he sends Archer to line, who just made his pass 2. And he's going to shoot 3. He misses his first, but he's got 2 more shots to shoot. His shot's in and good, and that makes it 31-17 as Archer's got 1 more shot to shoot, and Kucheski sits down as Davis checks back in the game for the Cardinals. Archer's last of 3 is good, so he's able to convert 2 out of 3, and just like that, Wilkerson comes back in for Massey as he takes a seat, and the Bulldogs look to answer. Chipping away at the lead of the Cardinals. It's now a 13-point lead, 31-18, with 1 minute left to go here in this first half. Davis defending Surratt tight, kicks it out, back out to Surratt. Surratt's going to shoot with Davis in his face, and Surratt just can't miss. I mean, it's at this point it's just kind of ridiculous. 17 points for him. He's only missed 1 3-point shot, and that was from way outside. So far, he's got 4 3-pointers on the night.
And Ethan Davis was in his face. There's no better defense that could have been played there.
Yeah, you can't ask for much more there. 25 seconds left to go here in this first half. Finds Boomer up top. The Cardinals looking to answer this down 34-18. 10 seconds left to go. Boomer out to Davis. Davis looking to pass, finds Wilt in the corner. Tries to get into Archer, goes turnover into Wilkerson. And as Wilkerson drives, Davis fouls him, and that's going to send Wilkerson to the line with 1.3 seconds left to go. I'm sorry, not to the line. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, he'll be shooting a 1-and-1 now. Both teams are in the bonus. So there's 1.3 seconds left. Wilkerson's going to look to add to this 16-point lead that the Bulldogs have opened up. His first shot's up and in and good. So 35-18 right now for the Bulldogs. Wilkerson's second is up, and it's off the mark. Archer looks, and he's just going to dribble out this first half. So at the end of one half, it's 35-18. The Bulldogs out in front from a good shooting night over the Cardinals. We're watching Cardinal TV. You'll be back right after this.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
And we're back for halftime. It's homecoming here for the Skiatook Bulldogs as they take on the Collinsville Cardinals. You're watching Cardinal TV. I'm Randall Dolan. This is Logan Wilt next to me. Logan, it's 35-18. Break down how exactly the Bulldogs were able to stretch it so far out and what the Cardinals have done to try and chip away and get back into this game.
Collinsville playing, I don't know a word to describe. They've had some decent defense, had some a few mishaps. But other than Surratt and Wilkerson not being able to miss on the last shot that Surratt made, Ethan Davis was all in his face. Like, you couldn't have played better defense than he hit that shot. And when you catch teams like Skiatook on a night like this when they can't miss, they're gonna be tough to beat. Offensively though, 18 points is not good enough, especially for how much they've ran up and down the floor. Not kind of settling for the three-point baskets, not really attacking the rim, which you saw Kagan Hodges, Riley Will, Archer a little bit. Boomer's been trying to attack. Some people might not be happy with the officiating, but you have to adjust. if they're going to call it more aggressive, then you have to be, or if they're not going to call many things, then you have to be more aggressive. If they're going to call more things, then you have to back up a little bit and play a little smarter. But I would not want to be one of the players in the locker room right now with Coach Anderson.
Yeah, you think Coach Anderson, he's going to be focused on a little bit of the offense, a little bit of the defense. So right now we say that the 38-18, you could say a lot of that rests on the shoulders of Surratt with 17 points, most of those coming off threes. He's only missed one. He was 4 for 5 for threes in this first half, and Collinsville was made no threes in that first half, and they had 18 points. So living and dying by the three is Collinsville, living by the three is Skiatook, and dying by the three is Collinsville. Did you say that's pretty much the way the game's going right now, or what do you see moving forward?
Yeah, I think Skiatook will slow down a little bit offensively, kind of. I don't know. The way they've been, I thought that after the first quarter, I was like, they probably can't shoot like that at the second half, or the second quarter. And then the second quarter they come out, and they shot even better the second quarter. I don't think they missed a three-point attempt. And so they just really need to slow down. I'd like to know how many points they have off of three-pointers, because they have at least 15.
So, 15 of the 35, it looks like, coming from three-pointers there for Skiatook tonight. And the Cardinals, who are usually a pretty good shooting team, have just not shot very well on the offensive side. They've had some open looks, and Archer's missed a bunch, and so has Boomer, which is kind of uncharacteristic for both of them. But they're battling back, able to get a little bit of points here and there, and move it to an 18-35 point game. Just a second ago, it was 18-31, and I'm sorry, it was 18-29. And it looked like the Cardinals were coming back, and the Bulldogs able to go on a quick little run there on the end of the game in order to go to halftime. As we mentioned, it's homecoming for them. Do you think that has anything to do with how they were able to come out of this game and really kind of start sparking a fire from the beginning?
Well, a lot of fans out here tonight, more than usual, so maybe that getting behind some momentum behind them maybe spark some energy.
All right, again, we're here at homecoming tonight for Skiatook as they take on the Collinsville Cardinals. You're watching Cardinal TV. We'll be back with the second half right after this.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
All right, here we go. We're back to Skiatook High School as we come back to the second half, and it's 35-18. The Cardinals find themselves in a little bit of a dip here, battling back like they did last night. They had a little bit less time to battle back last night, so we're hoping for a little bit different finish here for the Cardinals as they come out, and it looks like they're going to try and keep the ball handlers from getting the ball, and they're going to immediately double-team Wilkerson, and unfortunately that's off Kacheski's leg, and now it's a full-court battle that the Cardinals are going to work to play defense on.
It might have benefited them that that Skiatook had homecoming because they got some extra time to talk about what to do in the locker room at halftime.
Surratt, who you don't want to have the ball, took it all the way down the court. Sumner with trying to get an interesting shot up. Again, Haynes playing the garbage man picks up 2 more points. That's his 12th, and most of those off putbacks.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of offensive rebounds, and that's really 12 points is a lot of points off second chance.
Kacheski takes it from the top, gets it out to Wilt. Wilt looks to dribble. Double team, swings it out to Boomer. Boomer catches and releases on the 3, and he's still scoreless from 3 tonight, as that's off the mark, and the Bulldogs looking to attack. The official is going to call a foul there, I believe, on Kagan Hodges, as he's trying to stay in front of the screen, and he said he got him with a little bit too much body there as they're trying to man up real tight the entire distance of the game, and he's on Haynes. So Hodges, that's just his first of the night. Surratt takes the inbound, Kacheski defending, and you can't let Surratt shoot that 3. He's going to call a travel there on Surratt as Surratt set up to shoot. So Surratt actually misses one, but it's even negated by the travel.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered. Hopefully Cards can get something going off of the turnover as Skiatook sets up in a, I believe it's a 1-2-2.
Finds Archer at the top of the key. He's going to shoot a 3. He's off the mark. The long rebound, about 4 hands on it, and that ends up going to the Bulldogs.
Still ice cold from behind the 3-point arc.
Massey in the corner. Looking to drive on Archer. Gets it up to Sumner on the stripe. He puts the shot up. That's in and out. Rebound Archer. Archer looks to attack for the Cardinals. Gets it out to Kacheski. Kacheski dribbles out, and he's going to be faced up by Sumner. Archer, back to Kacheski. Swings it into Archer on the stripe. To Wilt. Wilt takes a 2-point shot. He's just off the mark. Rebounds, a battle between Haynes and Archer, and it's a jump ball. And that's going to stay here with the Cardinals. And just like that, Vickers is going to check in the game, and Wilt is going to take a seat. Oh, I'm sorry. Hodges is going to take a seat as Wilt pushes to the corner. Inbound, Kacheski. Gets it out to Boomer. Boomer takes his dribble. Gets it back up to Kacheski. Kacheski looking to drive. Kicks it back to Archer. Out to Kacheski. Back to Boomer. Gets it down low to Vickers. And Vickers with a good move down low. And he's got his first 2 points of the night.
A good offensive possession there by the Cardinals. Maybe they can get something going off of that.
Wilkerson takes it past Wilt there. Drives the lane. Again, a well off balance shot as he puts it up, and Kacheski looks to answer, and he's up and in and good. So some transition points, a heads-up play there by Boomer as he gets it into Kacheski, and just like that, it's back to a 15-point game, 22-37 in favor of the home team Bulldogs. Wilkerson into Surratt. Surratt takes a 3-point shot, and he's in and good. So Surratt, who's just killing from behind the 3-point arc, again with 3 more points. He's got 20 points. And we know for a fact at least 15 of those, and we're looking to see whether 18 of those have come off of 3-point shots. Kacheski out to Wilt. Wilt down into Vickers. Vickers with another good move there, but he mishandles the pass there from Boomer, and that's off the mark. And that's a turnover back to the Bulldogs. Wilt and Archer will take a seat. And Ethan Davis checks back into the game, as does Bailey Stamper for their first 2 minutes of the second half. Long pass, barely wrangled there by Wilkerson. Good job by him to hold on to that. Gets it into Surratt in the paint. Surratt dribbles, gets it back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson up to Upton, who's checked into the game now. And they're saying Kucheski gave a little bit too much body there to Upton as he tries to drive. And Kucheski frustrated with that call. And that's his third foul of the night, as the Bulldogs will take the inbound out of bounds.
So Jake Surratt, earlier last possession, hits his three. Still yet to cool down. The one he did miss was called off because of his travels. So,
yeah, he's hitting everything tonight. And just like that, when the Cardinals battle and get a quick 4 points, Surratt gets 3 of his own, and that equalizes the half. Tries to get it down low. Vickers playing some tough ball so far here in this second half. He battles with Haynes, but Haynes able to cover it up and not let Vickers pass it out, and that jump ball leaves it here with the Bulldogs. Haynes gets the inbound. Vickers playing him tough. Haynes can't put the shot up over a tough Vickers defense. And you don't see Vickers, he's not known for his physical play, but really just battling down there with Haynes now. Kucheski down low to Vickers. Haynes with a nifty move, but that's out of bounds off Haynes. So Haynes and Vickers now has become kind of a battle down low, as both of them looking to be physical. Again, you don't see Vickers as being the physical type in most games, but tonight he's stepping up to the plate for the Cardinals. Boomer shoots a 3. He finally makes his first 3 of the night. That's just the 7th point for Boomer, who's used to living in the double digits range by this point.
So that cuts the lead to 15. And you see this second half, there you didn't see it go inside out, but they've been getting it down to the post, and that's kind of opened up their offense.
Surratt drives off the glass, and that's in and good. So Surratt still just hurting this Cardinals defense, whether it be from outside the arch, and now he's finding some lanes to drive on. He's got 22 tonight for the Bulldogs. Kucheski swings it out to Davis. Davis back to Kucheski. Kucheski drives, gets it out to Boomer. Boomer's going to try the baseline. He's off the mark into Massey. Massey for the Bulldogs. Or excuse me, Wilkerson has it now for the Bulldogs. Gets it into Surratt. Surratt back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson's going to drive around. Gets it into Upton. Upton with Kucheski defending. Gets it back to Wilkerson. Wilkerson catches and releases. He makes a 3 now. So now Wilkerson even heating up, as he only had 4 points the first half, and he almost doubles his point total with that shot. Makes it another 20-point game from back-to-back shots from the Bulldogs. Davis trying to force it down low, and that's deflected by Haynes. And it goes back to the Bulldogs. Another turnover by the Cardinals. Into Haynes. Haynes down low. Vickers defending tough. And they're going to say it's a jump ball there as Vickers deflects the ball. So Vickers really shutting down Haynes here in the low post, as you see some toughness there by Vickers. And he's looking to battle down low. And so Coach Branscombe takes Haynes out. He's going to sit him down as the Cardinals look to attack. Stamper back to Boomer. Gets it into Wilt. Back to Boomer. Back to Stamper. Stamper back to Boomer. Out to Wilt. Up to Boomer. Swings it back to Stamper. Takes his dribble. Gets it down to Wilt. Wilt is going to drive now. He puts up a tough shot, but there's a foul before that, and that's going to be the first foul of the night the first foul of the second half on Hunter Sumner. So Sumner picks up his second foul of the game, and Wilt will go to the line to shoot 2. Wilt's first is in and good, and that cuts the lead to 19 for the Bulldogs. Wilt with 8 points now, the leading scorer for the Cardinals, and it's 27-45. The Bulldogs on top of the Cardinals. And Sumner with the ball, who should probably just shoot that, because he's made every 3-point shot he's fired up tonight. And Wilkerson's heating up as well. He's got the ball. Wilkerson shoots a long 3. He's airballs. Sumner tries to keep it in, and it's last off Appleby. So Sumner with a good move to try and keep that ball in, and Appleby deflects it out of bounds, and it goes to the Cardinals. Boomer gets it to Stamper. Stamper back to Boomer. Back to Wilt as they cross half court. Up to Stamper. Stamper takes his dribble. And I really thought Stamper was going to try and drive there as he had the open lane. Out to Boomer. Boomer shoots a 3. That's off the mark. Vickers battling down low, but not able to wrangle in that rebound as Upton comes up with it. Swings it out to Sumner, gets it to Surratt, who's going to shoot a wide-open three-shot. That's the first three he's missed. Apparently the deal is just don't defend him tonight.
Yeah, when they get up and pressure him hard, he makes his shots. When they take a step back, he's unable to
finish there, but Wilt is able to finish there. So Wilt now with 10 points, the first player in double digits for the Cardinals as we're in this last 1 minute of the half. And the Cardinals, again, chipping away at the lead of the Bulldogs. They've got it down to 16 points again as Wilkerson tries to force it down into Appleby. Defended well by Vickers. Appleby has to throw it out to Wilkerson. Wilt defending. You look for a spin here from Wilkerson as he's been doing it all night. Gets it into Surratt. Surratt steps back. That's off the mark, but Sumner with the long rebound gets it to Surratt for another wide open three. He's off the mark again and over the back on Sumner. So Stamper has good position. And I guess the key to slowing down Surratt has been don't defend him. So every open shot he's had all night he's missed. But unfortunately they've had great defense on him and he's trained them all. So he's got 22 points tonight, but he's not able to capitalize on his last few shots, and it makes it a closer game than it was at halftime as the Cardinals look to cut in that lead with 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Gets it down to Vickers down low. Vickers is going to pull up, take a jump shot, and he's made it in and good. So Vickers has made his stamp on the offensive and defensive side, and he's come alive here in this third quarter.
So now a 14-point game.
Wilkerson takes an amazing off-balance three-point shot as his hips were to the left and he shot back right, but somehow he makes it in. And as we go to the fourth quarter, it's 48-31. You're watching Cardinal TV. We'll be back right after this.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
And we're back at Skiatook High School as you see the Collinsville Cardinals fighting an uphill battle. They've been down 18 at the half, and that last three that Wilkerson made just, I don't know what to say, but a circus shot as he jumped to the left, pulled his body back, shot a three-point shot to the right, and he's able to make it, and that makes it 48-31. The Cardinals behind, facing an uphill battle here in this fourth quarter.
And that shot really hurts the Cardinals, starting to get some momentum, only down by 14, and then they hit that.
Haynes back in, spin around. Again, good defense there by Vickers, and that frustrates Haynes enough. He's not able to make it. Long pass into Archer. Archer for the layup, and that's in and good. So good transition points to start out the fourth quarter for the Cardinals. And you see good defense there by Vickers on a tough battle there by Haynes. So you've seen that physical matchup. They're going to let both these guys play. And so far, it's been to Vickers' advantage here in this second half. Vickers with another rebound, and Boomer's pushing the pace. Boomer looks to drive. He puts a long shot off the glass, and he's in and good. So quick 4 points from the Cardinals makes it 48-35, and it's a 13-point game. Massey looks to take it down the court, and it looks like we have a foul on Archer. I'm sorry, I thought it was out of bounds. It ends up being a foul on Archer, and that's going to have an inbound for Massey. And Coach Branscom's not having this quick movement here by the Cardinals as they go on transition and make a quick 4 points. Now it's just a 13-point game as we move in to 7 minutes left to go.
Well, that's good because you see the Cardinals getting up and really pressuring Skiatook and they're going to have to go on a run. It has to be quick. So they're making them take quick shots, and they're going to try and run with them. You see 2 transition buckets. Something that we hadn't seen all night is transition, and you start to see it, and then the Cardinals start to chip away.
And before we come out of this timeout, we're going to take a quick second and read some of our sponsors who allow us to bring you Cardinal TV. That's Body Coach, All Red Hardware, RCB Bank, That's My Bank, Bigfoot Prints, JTeamDesign.com, and Rogers State University. Once again, we want to thank those guys for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you. Come back to Vickers, battling down low for Haynes, and Vickers has shut down Haynes here in this second half and really made it impossible for the big man to make his moves. Good play there by Vickers. Davis has the ball now for the Cardinals, trying to get it into Wilt on the charity stripe there, and they kick it back out to Kacheski. Kacheski drives, kicks it back out to Davis, out to Kacheski. Kacheski settles, back out to Boomer. Boomer takes a step, he shoots a three, that's off the mark. It looked like it was deflected, and Massey was able to wrangle it, and Surratt's taking it down the court with 6:25 left to go in this game. Surratt going coast to coast, runs into Haynes and Vickers down there, who are still battling for position the entire second half, and kicks it back out to Wilkerson, who gets it to Sumner. Back to Surratt. Surratt takes a step, drives in, tries to get it down to Haynes. Haynes continues his frustrating second half as he's sliding all over the court, and he forces the turnover. So Vickers really battling down there, a little bright light here as Haynes owned the first half, and Vickers able to battle, and that keeps a kind of ailing Hodges, if we'll say that, kind of just a little bit off his game tonight, so that gives him a little bit of chance to sit as Vickers playing quite well. Boomer drives, and that's going to be a foul, and I think that's going to be another foul on Haynes.
And you see Haynes had 12. I believe he had 12 at halftime. He might have had a basket afterwards, but so he had 12 at halftime, so he's been contained. And Vickers doing a great job on him, playing physical with him, boxing him out, which you didn't see in the first half. Kagan or Vickers couldn't do a very good job with it.
Boomer converts on both those two, so all of a sudden it's an 11-point game, and the Cardinals are fighting, scratching, and crawling to get back in this game. 6 minutes left. They're going with the full court press, and it doesn't work as Massey's able to get him out of it. And gets the ball back to Surratt. The hot shooting Surratt with 22 points tonight. He spins, and Kacheski's called with another foul. And I'm not really sure what, and Kacheski's really not sure what that is either.
It's the hand check that they changed up.
Kacheski with his fourth foul, and Coach Anderson's seen enough, and he's going to sit him down. And Wilt's going to check back in the game. Surratt gets the ball into Massey. Massey spins around, and Archer's right in his face. And gets it to Wilkerson with Davis defending. Wilkerson spins out. He's driving the lane. He put the shot up. He's fouled, and it's in and good. So just when he thought Collinsville had the momentum, it was an 11-point game. They were coming back, battling down from almost 19 down in 2 minutes. And now it's a chance for a three-point play for Wilkerson.
So you see Sean Kacheski checks right back into the game, probably just getting told, okay, you have 4 fouls, but we can't afford to not play you, so you have to be smart. You can't pick up a silly foul like he had just then. Wilkerson
with a few razzle-dazzle threes and 3 points the hard way. Now he's got 13 points on the night as he looks to extend Skytook's lead, 51-37. Archer with a pull-up shot. That's off the mark. Long rebound out to Wilkerson, and he's driving. Good job by Archer there to strip the ball, but they're going to say he hit the hand of Wilkerson. So another close call there going against the Cardinals as they're doing everything they can to try and battle back into this game. But that's going to be a foul on Archer, and that's going to be, that's going to be Archer's third foul, so he's going to have to watch himself. Massey swings it out to Surratt. Surratt with Kacheski defending way out front with 4 fouls. And Wilt defends on Wilkerson. Wilkerson drives, gets it back to Surratt. Surratt finds the lane. And it looks like we have a foul now on Wilkerson as he tried to screen Wilt. And that's going to be a turnover that the Cardinals desperately needed here, down 14 with 5 minutes left to go. Kacheski out to Archer. Archer back to Kacheski. Kacheski looking to drive, finds some open lane, and the finger roll just not there, just short. Rebound Massey. And here come the Bulldogs. Wilkerson out to Surratt. Surratt back to Wilkerson. Defended by Kacheski here. He's got to watch his hands there. Loose ball on the court, but Wilkerson, or Kacheski with some good defense, makes Wilkerson double dribble. The official says he picks the ball up and then dribbles it back. So you see some turnovers. Now we have to have the Cardinals connect on, get some good points now as they're moving into 4 minutes left, and it's do or die time for the Cardinals with down 14 with 4 minutes left to go in this game. Into Boomer, into Kacheski. He's going to shoot a wide open three-point shot. He's off the mark. Vickers still battling down low, and Vickers able to keep the ball inbounds, but it's going to be Vickers tries to save it. I guess they say Vickers dropped the ball out of bounds. It looked like he tried to save it inbounds. A late whistle there.
If they called it on him stepping out, that's a late whistle. But I don't understand that one.
Down into Sumner. Sumner backing down Boomer. Tries to get it into Haynes. Boomer with a good block there, but another foul as Haynes tries to battle. So a foul there on Boomer as he had a hand all over the ball, but that's going to send Haynes to the line to shoot two with 3:47 left to go. Haynes first is off the front of the rim. Haynes second as he looks to set up and extend this lead. Is up and in and good. So it's 52-37 with 3:47 left to go. And you see not a lot of offense by the Bulldogs, but not a lot of offense by the Cardinals here in the second half of this fourth quarter. So although they're getting the stops they need, not quite able to get the points off of it. And this time Haynes is the culprit down low as Boomer looks to drive. But with 5 team fouls, they're going to inbound here, and Kacheski's going to have the honor. Tries to get it into Boomer. It's deflected, but it goes out to Wilt. Out to Kacheski. Kacheski's going to pull it out and kick it out to Boomer. Boomer wide open for the three, and that's in and good. So now it's back to a 12-point game. Coach Anderson wants to call a quick timeout. He's going to have a chat with his guys, and it's down to a 12-point game. So you see Collinsville battle in this fourth quarter. Not a lot of offense there, but with that three-point, they've got it within striking distance. What do they have to do with 3 minutes left to go to get back into this game?
They can't. There's a couple of things you have to do. They can't allow another three-point basket because that would just that's just almost a dagger. That being down by 12, you just have to battle. You have to get stops. It starts on the defensive end, then on the offensive end, you still have to attack, and you can't settle for threes just because you're down by 12. You have to go attack and go inside out. It's all going to come down to effort and how much they want it.
So right now, how important is every possession for the Cardinals? What do they have to do on every possession in order to just chip away at this lead and keep chipping away at this lead and keep chipping away at this lead as it's the closest it's been in a while?
They have to take good shots. If they get good wide open shots, then you can't ask for anything better.
And it's a spirited night, as we mentioned. It's a rivalry every time, and it looks like this one is, as Skiatook jumped out and they came out to a big lead. It was 18 points at halftime, and the Cardinals chipping away here at their lead as they come out in full court press. Good defense there by Archer, finds Boomer down low, and just like that, now it's a 10-point game. Trying another long pass. Archer tries to defend. Wilkerson can't handle it, but he ends up finding Sumner down low, so Skiatook answers right back.
And Collinsville wondering how that is not a traveling call.
Coach Anderson not happy as they get it down into Vickers. Vickers spins, shoots, that's off the mark. And Surratt with the rebound.
So an empty possession, that's something you can't have.
Especially with 2:30 left, or creeping in on 2.5 minutes left to go in this game. Wilkerson's going to try and just hold the ball for as long as he can, take as much time as he can. And we have a foul here off the ball.
I believe that was a 5-second count. So good defense from Ethan Davis.
And the officials trying to confer as Coach Branscombe not happy with this call here. As he gives
so you've got one side where Coach Branscombe's talking to one ref, and then you got Coach Anderson on the other side talking to one of the refs.
Yeah, he thought there was a little bit too much contact there on Vickers. But we do have a foul now on Vickers as he was trying to gain position to get the rebound as Boomer missed it. And Vickers is going to be charged with his second foul, and that's going to send, I don't know exactly who the foul was on, but that's going to send the Bulldogs to the line to shoot 2 as now they're in. No, I'm sorry, shoot 1 as they're in the bonus. So it's a 1-and-1 here for Massey. He's going to step up to the line and see if he can extend this 12-point lead. Massey's first shot is in and good, and it makes it 13-point lead. As it looks like an uphill skid here for the Cardinals. 2:25 left to go in this game. Massey's shot's up. Second shot's off the mark. Sumner's able to deflect it, but deflects it out of bounds. Kucheski inbounds. It's a 13-point deficit. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Kucheski takes the ball on the court for the Cardinals. Finds Archer in the corner. Archer shoots up a 3. And that's in and good. So Wilkerson with an ill-advised foul there as the Cardinals have been pretty quiet from the 3-point. But Archer's able to make it, and he tries to make this a 4-point play. So we could see potentially the second attempt at the 4-point play that we've seen tonight. Archer getting ready to shoot 2, but he's got a little bit of blood, I believe, on his shin or something of that nature. The official says, hey, take a second, wipe it off, come back, think about your shot, see if you can't make this a 9-point game. Archer's shot is in and good, so he completes the ever-elusive 4-point play, and that's going to go a long way toward bringing the Cardinals back into this game. Surratt gets it across midcourt. And he gets it up to Wilkerson with 2 minutes left to go. Back to Surratt. Surratt into Haynes. Haynes drives, and Boomer just fouls him hard. Tries to keep Haynes from making the bucket, and he does. So Haynes will go up to the line at a 9-point game. And all of a sudden, free throws looking like they're going to be pretty important here for the Bulldogs as the Cardinals have come storming back here at the end of this fourth quarter. Haynes' first shot is in and good. And that brings the lead back to 10. Haynes' second shot is off the mark. 3 Cardinals go up for the rebound, and Boomer comes down with it. So with a minute 55 left to go in this game, it's a 10-point game, and the Cardinals are going to have to move and move quickly. Coach Anderson wants a full timeout, and he wants to talk to his squad about what's going to happen here in these last 152. What do you foresee coming up here, Logan, is the Cardinals have battled back from almost, well, they've been over 20 points down here. Even in this second quarter, it was 45-25 in favor of the Bulldogs. Now it's 56-46. How does Coach Anderson get his team into this game and end up pulling this victory out?
Well, right now, if you notice, Bailey Stamper and Riley Wilt both checked back into the game, trying to get some shooters. So you got Austin Archer, Sean Kucheski, Seth Boomer, Bailey Stamper, Riley Wilt, probably 5 of the best shooters on the Collinsville team. So they're trying. It's desperation time. They've got it. It's now or never. They can't afford empty possessions. So they put their offensive firepower in, and we'll see if that'll pay off for them.
And we got to look at foul situations. They're going to play number 11, Kucheski. He's going to inbound. He's going to be on the court with 4 fouls. And both Archer has 3 as well as Boomer has 3 fouls. So they've got to watch what they're doing moving forward. Vickers on the court. Not on the court, but he has 3 fouls as well. Kucheski drives, tries to put a shot up. That's blocked well by Sumner as Kucheski tries to draw a little bit of contact, which has been called all night. But this time the official said, hey, good job there. And Stamper, someone's going to have to shoot here for the Cardinals as this is valuable time ticking off. We're up to a minute and a half in a 10-point game, and it looks like Boomer's going to take the honor, get it down into Wilt, kicks out to Kucheski. Kucheski back out to Boomer. No shots yet for the Cardinals as Boomer slows it down for some reason, gets out to Kucheski. So now we're at a minute 15 seconds left, down 10. Boomer looks to drive, and he's going to put up a floater, and that's going to be a charge going the other way, and that's going to be the 3rd foul there on Boomer. Sorry, the 4th foul on Boomer.
So that will probably seal the deal with 1:10 left.
If you're Coach Anderson, you just called the timeout. What did you not get there from your offense that you were really looking forward to there out of that timeout?
It looked like they were going to try and get Seth Boomer a shot, but Skiatook defended it well. They just took too long to attack or take up the shot. They wasted like 30 seconds, and that's too much time.
And that foul being on Boomer, that's going to be his 5th foul. So the leading scorer, one of the best shooters for the Cardinals, now has to take a seat as he's fouled out for the night. So that foul, I was sure was on Archer. Now they're going to say that was on Boomer, and he's got to take a seat, and Wilt's going to check back in the game as Boomer fouls out. And the fans all giving Boomer an applause from both sides, you know, as he fouls out, but he fouls out with a respectable 16 points as he started off really slow tonight. Wilkerson makes his first to extend the lead to 11. As he sets up, tries to boost back that lead to 12. Wilkerson's second shot is in and good. Now it becomes a 12-point game with 1:08 left to go. And if the Cardinals are going to do it, it's going to be 3-pointers, and it's going to be late. Get it out to Stamper. Stamper's going to shoot a 3. That's off the mark. Davis down, tries to get the rebound, but it gets to Sumner. Sumner, who's fouled there by Wilt. And Sumner hits the ground hard. Wilt tries to help him up. Sumner's not hearing it, and he's going to limp his way back down to the free throw line with under a minute left to go in this game, up 12. For Wilt, that's Wilt's second of the night. So again, Kacheski with 4 fouls, Archer with 3, and Davis with 2. Sumner's first shot's off the mark. That makes it a 12-point game. Sumner lines up for his second shot. That's up, and that's off the mark. So a good foul there by the Cardinals as it sends it down to Wilt with 50 seconds left to go. Stamper's going to try a 3 again, and that's in and good. The clock hasn't stopped there on the change of possession, though, as Wilkerson's able to make it across. He drives down the lane. He misses his shot. Rebound Archer. 37 seconds left to go. It's now a 9-point game. Archer's going to try and drive. He slips, and they're going to call a foul there on Surratt instead. As Archer tried to spin, they're going to say Surratt hooked him too much, and that's going to be Surratt's second foul. So that's going to send Archer to the line with 30 seconds left to go. It's a 9-point game, and Archer's going to try to break this game down to 7. Plenty of time left, although the Cardinals have no fouls to give here.
Yeah, now they are in the double. Skiatook's in the double bonus, so they'll shoot 2 free throws.
Archer makes his first to make it 50-58 as he cuts it to an 8-point lead. Archer's second is up. It's off the front of the rim and in and good. So now some light here as it's just a 3-possession game. But Massey makes it all the way down the court with 27 seconds left to go. Nobody's fouling him. Surratt mishandles. Archer comes in and fouls him quickly. So valuable time coming off the clock, and you're going to send one of the best shooters on the court to the line. So an unfortunate turn of events for the Cardinals here at the last couple seconds as it's the 4th foul for Archer, and he's going to have to, I guess he's just going to keep fouling. Surratt's first shot is out. And that keeps it a 7-point game. Maybe Archer can get one of those 4-point plays again and really bring this close.
Crazier things have happened with 21 seconds left.
Surratt's second is in and good. Extends the lead back to 8. 21 seconds left. Kacheski tries to get it up to Davis, but that's deflected out by Surratt. 18 seconds left to play. 8-point game. Archer needs to move quickly. Somebody needs to put a shot up for the Cardinals as they're down to 15 seconds left. They get it up to Kacheski. Kacheski's 3-point shot. That's up and in and good. The time still hasn't stopped on the change of possession, though, except for that foul on Kacheski, so he's going to be out of the game now with 4 seconds left to go. It's a 5-point game. And it looks like Coach Anderson's going to be out of timeouts. He's going to be without Kacheski, without Boomer. But it's now a 5-point game as the Cardinals have come on hot late. And what was once over 20 points is now a 5-point game. And Walden checks in for his first minutes of the game.
No, that.
I'm sorry, Fenderson.
Yeah.
Checks in for his first minutes of the game. And that's going to send Wilkerson to the line to shoot 2. Wilkerson's first shot is in and good. And that makes it a 2 3-pointer game. I don't know how to say that any better.
6-point game.
Yeah, I could say 6-point, I guess. Wilkerson's second shot is in and good, and it makes it a 7-point game. So with 5 seconds left to go, you got to expect a long pass, but that's instead picked off by Upton. Wilt in frustration fouls Wilkerson, and it's going to send Wilkerson back to the line with 2.2 seconds left. 61-54 here. And that's Wilt's third foul of the game. And number 13, Dylan Treadway, is going to check into the game for the Cardinals. So just like that, what was a 7-point, or what seemed close, it's a 5-point game. A few fouls and a few made shots there by Wilkerson in the clutch minutes. And he's got 19 points, and there's 2.2 seconds left to go in this game. And Treadway's just going to run it out. As we come to the end of the game, a tough battle there, but a little too much to push in this rivalry game. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be back to recap right after this. You're watching Cardinal TV. All right. Just talk about there's a little bit too much deficit again tonight for them to overcome.
Yeah.
Both battled, both played well.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
And we're back from Skiatook as the boys hit an unfortunate wall there, and the Bulldogs just got a little too far behind and couldn't battle back. What do you think of, as we recap that game, Logan?
Well, Skiatook came out early in the game, and they couldn't miss. Halftime, Collinsville was down by 15-plus points, and that's a lot. That's a lot. High school basketball, Collinsville battled back, cut it to a 5-point game with 30 seconds left. That's just a lot to overcome. They were down by 12, I believe, and cut it to a 5-point game. They battled the second half. It was too late.
If you're Coach Anderson now, you've had to battle back from 17 down and 22 points down, and you just came up a little bit short both times. How do you right that ship moving forward?
Well, they can't. He can't be happy with how slow they started. You can't start that slow and expect to be able to, I don't know how to word it. To dig yourself a hole like that, it's tough to climb out of.
All right, so unfortunate for the boys, but we had a good outcome here from the girls tonight. And the girls go into battle and try to avenge their only real regional loss so far of the season as they go and battle Claremore. Make sure you check them out tomorrow at the BOK Center, 9:30. Again, we won't be able to broadcast that game, but you can make it. You can still get tickets to that game. BOK Center, 9:30. Go out.
It's
9. 9 o'clock. Go out and support the girls tomorrow as they take on the Claremore Zebras and try to avenge that one loss they have in region. Thank you for watching tonight. You've been watching Cardinal TV, and we'll catch you next time.